Daily Bible Reading and Reflection. Day 17, Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. Bible Passage. Luke chapter 6, verse 37 to 49. Judge not, and you shall not be judged. Condemn not, and you shall not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over will be put into your bosom. For with the same measure that you use, it will be measured back to you. And he spoke a parable to them. Can the blind lead the blind? Will they not both fall into the ditch? A disciple is not above his teacher, but everyone who is perfectly trained will be like his teacher. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not perceive the plank in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, Brother, let me remove the speck that is in your eye, when you yourself do not see the plank that is in your own eye? Hypocrite, first remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck that is in your brother's eye. For a good tree does not bear bad fruit, nor does a bad tree bear good fruit. For every tree is known by its own fruit. For men do not gather figs from thorns, nor do they gather grapes from a bramble bush. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart brings forth good, and an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart brings forth evil. For out of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaks. But why do you call me Lord, Lord, and do not do the things which I say? Whoever comes to me and hears my sayings and does them, I will show you whom he is like. He is like a man building a house, who dug deep and laid the foundation on the rock. And when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently against that house and could not shake it, for it was founded on the rock. But he who heard and did nothing is like a man who built a house on the earth without a foundation, against which the stream beat vehemently, and immediately it fell. And the ruin of that house was great. Reflection on today's Bible passage. In this passage, Jesus challenges us to reflect deeply on our actions, judgments, and the foundation of our lives. Let's explore its key messages. 1. Judgment and forgiveness. Verses 37 to 38. Jesus tells us, do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. This reminds us that our actions toward others are reflected back to us. It's not just about avoiding judgment, but actively practicing forgiveness and generosity. Jesus calls us to embody the same grace and mercy that God extends to us. In a world quick to criticize, these verses challenge us to be vessels of compassion, understanding, and love. 2. Blind, leading the blind. Verses 39 to 40. Jesus uses the metaphor of a blind person leading another blind person to stress the importance of spiritual maturity. We cannot guide others toward God's truth unless we ourselves are grounded in it. This serves as a call to examine our own faith and understanding, ensuring that our guidance to others comes from a place of wisdom and humility. 3. Self-examination. Verses 41 to 42. The vivid image of someone focusing on the speck in another's eye, while ignoring the log in their own, highlights our tendency to critique others without addressing our own flaws. Jesus urges us to prioritize self-reflection and personal growth over judgment. It is only when we are honest about our own struggles that we can approach others with the humility and grace they deserve. 4. A tree and its fruit. Verses 43 to 45. Jesus teaches that our actions reveal the condition of our hearts. Like a tree producing good or bad fruit, our words and deeds reflect our inner spiritual health. This invites us to nurture our hearts with God's word, prayer, and love, so that our lives bear the fruits of kindness, patience, and righteousness. 5. Building on a firm foundation. Verses 46 to 49. The passage concludes with the parable of two builders. One builds on a solid foundation, and the other on shaky ground. The storms of life will inevitably come, but only those who live by Jesus' teachings will stand firm. This serves as a call to not merely listen to his words, but to act on them. Faith without action is as unstable as a house built on sand. Personal application. This passage is a roadmap for Christian living. It teaches us to let go of judgment, prioritize forgiveness, and focus on our own spiritual growth before critiquing others. It reminds us that our words and actions are a reflection of our faith, and that obedience to Jesus' teachings is essential for a resilient, steadfast life. As we reflect on this, we can ask ourselves, are we quick to judge or slow to forgive? Are we bearing good fruit through our actions and words? And are we building our lives on the solid rock of Jesus' teachings? By embracing these lessons, we can grow into disciples who reflect the love, mercy, and grace of Christ in all we do. Thank you for joining us today. May God bless and be with us all as we meditate on the daily Bible readings, and may this Christmas season be a time of joy, peace, and reflection on the true meaning of Christmas. Please subscribe to grow our channel at Blessed Sanctuary.